Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week I'm continuing with my palette per week challenge, and the palette that I've been using this week is the Naked 2. I'm sure a lot of you will be very familiar with this palette. It is a very popular one from Urban Decay. So I've been using that every day for this week. Today's the last day again. As you can see, I'm wearing it today. I do have a few cons with this palette. I'm just going to jump straight in. First off, there are only two matte shades. I'm not sure how well my camera's going to pick this up, but you only have this shade here and this shade here that are mattes. The rest are all shimmers, and although they're fairly soft shimmers, I prefer to have just an all matte shade sort of as a transition into my crease and often on the outer corners as well. So it is a bit of a shame that there are only two. It meant that the number of looks I was able to create was quite limited. I only really was able to come up with two sort of different looks, because the thing is, all the other shades in the palette come across quite similar as well. You've got a lot of rose gold, champagne sort of colours, and then some sort of brown goldish greens. They're very similar, so I didn't manage to get so many different looks out of this one, so I'm not going to bother including any pictures because they all came out looking quite the same. Another thing I did find with the matte eyeshadows was that they were a little bit patchy, especially this shade here, Tease. I found that to be quite patchy when I was applying it into my crease, I think because it's quite a dark transition colour already. So aside from this one, which I was using as a brow bone highlight, that was the only other transition shade that I was using. On the other hand, the shimmers were very nice formula. Again, they were really soft shimmers, so they're not too sort of foiled and metallic, so if you don't like that sort of look, this is quite a good palette. Quite a nice colour range with the shimmers. Again, they are quite similar, but you do get a lot of nice colours in them, and I'll just swatch a couple of the colours now for you. So here they are on my fingers, and then I'm just going to swatch them on the back of my hand. Now, I'm not the best swatcher, but here they are. As you can see, they are shimmers, but they're not too sort of crazy and metallic, so that is one good thing. You know, you can get a nice bit of shimmer without going too over the top or too out there, so it is a good palette if you're not comfortable with sort of brighter colours. Okay, so one other pro is the packaging is really hard wearing. Like, you can hit it about, it's not gonna damage the eyeshadows. It's got a really nice big mirror on it as well, so if you like having a mirror, that is good. And this one also came with a brush. I find the colours to be quite similar to the Naked one, which I will be using in my palette per week challenge, I think in January. So probably when I have finished using that one for the week, I will do some comparison swatches, or perhaps I'll just do a separate video comparing the two. But I found them to be quite similar. I think I do prefer the Naked one slightly. They do have a couple of different colours in there, but a lot of them are quite similar. But overall, anyway, I think it's a good palette, but due to the lack of transition shades and matte shades in general, I think it's probably best to pair it with an all matte neutrals palette like the Tartelette palette or Too Faced Natural Mattes or something similar, and then you can probably achieve some quite nice looks out of this. So yeah, I do think it is a nice palette. I'm just not 100% sure it's for me anymore. I think my taste has changed a bit. And I would prefer to have more matte shades. You know, I might try in future using it with one of my all matte palettes, but I just don't know. It's a maybe. I'm not sure if I like it enough to warrant keeping it based on that. So thank you for watching again. Stay tuned for next week's review. I'm going to be using a Too Faced palette next week. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment if there's anything else you want to see on my channel, and see you next time. Bye.